I declare open this graduation ceremony. Please be seated. Graduating students, family, friends, colleagues and guests, good morning and welcome to this Ulster University graduation ceremony. My name is Professor Paul Bartholomew and I'm Vice-Chancellor and President of Ulster University. I do want us to start this ceremony as we mean to go on by saying to our class of 2025, congratulations. It's a privilege for me to preside over the ceremony today, the most important day of the university year. It is, of course, your graduation, and today is all about you. It's a celebration, and we want you to enjoy every minute of it, because frankly, you deserve it. We also want everyone who's come with you today to enjoy the occasion as well. I want to thank the mums and dads, husbands and wives, sons and daughters, sisters and brothers, grandparents, carers, friends of all of those who play an important part in your life. It's fantastic to have so many of you here today, and I can see you all on those upper levels. And please make your voices heard when your graduate crosses the stage. You've already demonstrated in that first round of applause that you're really good at making noise, so let's ensure it continues as we go through. As presiding officer, I have the privilege of reflecting not only on what you, our graduates, have achieved, but perhaps who you've become during your time at Ulster University, because today isn't just a celebration of knowledge gained, it's a recognition of character built. You leave here not only with a degree, but perhaps something just as valuable. The qualities that will carry you forwards, not just in your careers, but in your lives. Qualities that we at Ulster University have seen in you and helped you nurture. These qualities can be summed up in one word that we use within the university in our development materials: brave. I don't necessarily mean in the heroic sense, although I'm sure sometimes that does apply. I'm thinking more of the 5 things that sit behind that word. So let me explain. The B in brave is for bold. And you are bold. You have the courage to begin this journey, whether that be your undergraduate program, postgraduate program, or your PhD. You have the courage to step into unfamiliar territory, to ask difficult questions, and to take on challenges that may have once felt beyond your reach. Being bold is not about having no fear. It's about moving forwards in spite of it. And in our lecture halls, research labs, seminar rooms, computer labs, studios, societies, sports and communities, you've done just that. When you started your program or PhD research, whether straight from school, your undergraduate program, or returning to study from a different career path, you brought with you curiosity, ambition, and questions about who you might become. Along the way, you were challenged. You wrestled with new ideas. You pushed through difficult deadlines, and you stretched beyond what you thought was possible. And each time you stepped outside of your comfort zone, you expanded your potential. You discovered that you could do more, think more deeply, and lead with more purpose than you may have ever imagined. That journey doesn't end today. In fact, it starts anew, because your potential is not a fixed point. It's a horizon that keeps moving as long as you keep walking towards it. So keep being bold. Next comes R. You are resilient, and there is no journey without obstacles. There were deadlines you didn't think you could meet, assignments that tested your limits and your patience, moments where quitting perhaps felt easier than continuing. But here you are at your graduation. Your resilience has made you stronger, not just because you endured, but because you learned, you adapted, and you kept going. And now the A in brave. You are authentic. In a world that often pressures people to fit into a mold, you've had the courage to be yourself, to speak your truth, to show up fully and to contribute your unique voice to our university. Authenticity is not about perfection. It's about being real, being honest, and being grounded in who you are. It's what makes you trustworthy and unforgettable. Then V. You're also versatile. You've had to pivot, rethink, collaborate across disciplines, and find creative solutions to new problems. The world you're entering, whatever sector that may be, will continue to change rapidly, but your ability to adapt without losing direction is one of your greatest assets. And finally, E, you're empowering. Throughout your time here, you've not only grown individually, but you've lifted others, whether it was helping a classmate, mentoring, organising, advocating, or simply encouraging someone when they needed it. You've proven that real strength uplifts everyone. Being empowering demonstrates your confidence, your leadership potential, and your ability to work collaboratively. In today's dynamic workplaces, success often hinges on teamwork, adaptability, and mutual support. So harness that ability, encourage ideas, foster inclusivity, and help others to grow. These 5 characteristics, boldness, resilience, authenticity, versatility, and being empowering, summed up as brave, are not just what you got to get you to this day. They are what will define your success far beyond it. They will guide how you lead, how you work, and how you live. Graduates, I say to you, you are ready. You've learned the theories, you've completed the dissertation, you've passed the exams, you've aced the Viva. You did it. And as Vice-Chancellor, I want to take a moment also to thank all those within the university who have helped you get there. My colleagues, your lecturers, research supervisors and technicians, and all of the professional services teams, many of whom are sat behind me to my right and to my left today. And to them, I want to say thank you. I'm sure you'll agree they're outstanding, and I wonder if you'd join me in a round of applause for them. Now, before we get on with the ceremony, let me finish with the words of the great author and thinker Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Remember, be brave. The power to shape your future lies within you. Go out and make it extraordinary. Enjoy your day today. On behalf of all of us, congratulations again. Thank you. In accordance with the wishes of the Senate and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer honorary degrees, and other academic distinctions of the University of Ulster on those named in the conferment list approved by the Senate. I call upon Dr. Piper, Pro-Chancellor and Chair of Council, to present David Clements for the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws.
Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduates and friends, Ulster University awards honorary doctorates to individuals in recognition of the outstanding contribution they are making in their chosen fields and to our society. We believe that those receiving honorary doctorates are inspirational role models for our students, our staff and our partners. They are people we can all look up to, whose work, values and passions can inspire us in our own personal and professional lives. In this context, I am truly delighted to present David Clements for the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws in recognition of his outstanding service as Honorary Treasurer at Ulster University. David is a person whose life's work reflects the very highest ideals that we hope to pass on to our graduates at Ulster University: service, compassion, and the courage to lead with principle. He has been a tireless champion of economic growth, a constant advocate for education, and a steadfast supporter of community engagement. David was the first in his family to go to university, studying at the University of Southampton and then training to be a chartered accountant. He joined PwC at a time when there were around 60 people employed in the Belfast office, and he was later admitted to partnership at the rather young age of 33. Over a 20-year period, he helped grow the business here to become the second largest PwC office after London, employing in excess of 2,500 staff, quite an increase from when he started some 30 years earlier. In stepping away from his professional career around 10 years ago, David decided that he wanted to spend his time and his energy supporting the charitable sector in Northern Ireland, and he became a trustee of the global healthcare charity, the Maclay Foundation, which, amongst other things, established the first inpatient hospice facilities in Tibet. In his role as treasurer and then chairman of the Northern Ireland Hospice and the Children's Hospice, David oversaw the building, via public donation, of the new award-winning inpatient hospice building. During his 8 years with the hospice, the number of children, young people, adults, and their families who were supported by the charity annually increased from almost 3,000 to 4,500. And the final Northern Ireland charity in which David wanted to get involved has been this university. And having been the beneficiary of an education experience that hugely changed his career aspirations, David has always believed that education is the real opportunity provider for all who are able to access it. For more than 10 years, David has been deeply committed to Ulster University, bringing his energy, intellect, and expertise to his work on the university's governing body, which I chair, known as Council. He has provided governance, leadership, and oversight across a number of roles on Council, as Council member, serving on the Resources Committee, the People Committee, the Belfast Campus Development Committee. But his most vital contribution has undoubtedly come in his work as Honorary Treasurer of Ulster University, a role in which he has served 2 terms from 2016 until earlier this year. The position of Honorary Treasurer is not just ceremonial. It is central to the stability, accountability, and long-term vision of the university. In this role, David has overseen the careful stewardship of the university's resources. It is a role that demands integrity, precision, and trust, and David has fulfilled it with exceptional dedication. His sound financial guidance has been instrumental in allowing Ulster University to grow responsibly and sustainably, even in times of uncertainty. But his contributions reach far beyond the walls of academia. He has brought that compassion and strategic vision to some of the most vital parts of our community, particularly through his time with the hospice. His work there reflects a deep moral commitment to dignity, care, and humanity. So whether supporting governance, guiding fundraising efforts, or advocating for palliative care services, David has helped that the most vulnerable among us receive the support they need and the comfort they deserve. His involvement with hospice is a powerful testament to his values, that life matters, and that leadership is measured by how we serve those in greatest need. Graduating students, if you are looking for a role model as you take the next step in your career, you need look no further. David Clements exemplifies what it means to live with purpose. He shows us that true success is not about titles or applause, but about impact, about using your skills, your education, and your time to help others. His legacy is written not only in university records or governance reports, it is written in the institutions he has strengthened, the people he has inspired, and the countless lives he has supported, often quietly, always profoundly. Now, I know that David would be the first person to recognise and pay tribute to the people who have inspired and supported him over the course of his work. And I'm delighted that we've been joined by David's wife, Julie, their children, Rebecca, Rachel, and Neil, and their friend, Carol. Thank you for being with us today and for your support of David over the years. Although David's time as a member of Ulster Council has come to an end, his connection with Ulster has not. We are very pleased that he will continue to give the university the benefit of his wisdom and advice as he takes up a position as a lay member of our Campus Capital Development Committee. David, on behalf of all of us at Ulster University, thank you. Thank you not only for your service to Ulster University and our wider community, but for the integrity, humility and humour, as well as the expertise you have shared, along with the occasional burst of choral music, which I know is another of your passions. On a personal basis, I have leaned on your expertise and learned from your example over my 9 years on council, and it is my absolute privilege to be sharing this special day with you. You are without question an enduring inspiration to us all. Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Ulster University Senate, I present David Clements for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
David Clements, in the name of the Senate, I present to you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. I now call upon Professor McIlpatrick, Dean of the Ulster Doctoral College, to present candidates.
Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Rua Al-Tawil. John Joe Brady. Liam Michael Edwards. Katrina Mackle. Benoit Marie Catherine Martin. Lindsay McDougall. Lisa Robson. Yinan Wu. The degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computing, Engineering and Built Environment, Gulzar Alam. Peter Cassidy. Roma Chang. Philip Campbell Donaghy. Liam McLarnon. Jared Ikishi Obasi. Bengin Z. The degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Life and Health Sciences, Michael Adams. Aaron McAvoy. The degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Business and Management, Kingsley Kalu Ogaya. Isaac Owusu Crawfa. Rachel Beth Singleton. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates from the Doctoral College.
Thank you, Professor Mukopatrick, for presenting candidates. I now call upon Professor Armstrong, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Executive Dean of the Ulster University Business School, to present candidates.
Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for the degree of Master of Science in FinTech Management, Michael Mullen. Lucy Richards. Atur Anjay Zudanik. The degree of Master of Science in Professional Services, Operational Delivery, Marleton Bailey. Kieran Conway. Alana Marie Cunningham. Jordan May Deering. Shamila Frances Dillon. Rory William Gibson. Laurie Gorman. Daniel Adam Hartness. Niamh Henderson. Amy Hurl. Philip Kelly. Aidan Michael McBride. Lauren Moore. Neil William George Richardson. Jack Turley. The degree of Master of Science in Strategic Accounting, Mohammed Abdul Wahab. Umar Ahmed. Mohammed Abdullah Nadim. Aswin Pachambile Babu. Patrick Rafferty. Crispin Saji Daniel. Krinftika Shaiju. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting and Diploma in International Academic Studies, James Tallon. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Finance and Investment Management and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Charles Fleuster. the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting and Diploma in Professional Practice, Ryan Barr. Sean Cowan. Peter Andrew Davis. Owen Donnelly. Lauren Duffy. Shannon Gribben. Anya Hawkins. Katie Hudson. Ella Joby. Jack Oliver James Johnston. Rory Kearney. Kirsty Lee. Matthew Scott Logan. Holly Maguire. Tom Martin. Emma McGrath. Ethan McLaughlin. Clodagh McManaman. Oren Sean McMullen. Aaron McNeely. Emma Mohan. Aaron Norris. Nathan Shanks. Reese Simpson. Nuala Smith. Ger Teague. Claudia Teresa Tisarchik. Jarlath Young. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting and Law and Diploma in Professional Practice, Andrew Allen. Aoife Crawford. Molly England. Ben Mark Hines. Logan James Martin. Ellen Catherine McGowan. Joel McGuinness. Connor Napier. Alana Mary Nicholson. Leona Phillip. the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Economics and Diploma in Professional Practice, Nadine Carson Maguire. Spencer Crothers. Ellie Darcy Balchin. Evan Drum. Owen Grew. Brandon Haggerty. Rory Lynch. Ronan McAleer. Oisin McCarney. Michael McCormack. Luke McRae. Conor O'Neill. Dara Thompson. Carl van der Veen. Benjamin Young. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Economics and Diploma in Professional Practice, Jonathan William Bailey. Mary Gill. Edward William Alexander Hawkins. Janak Kandel. Macaulay Clithsick. Adam John Martin. Mark McCauley. Rory Douglas McBriar. Emmett McCarry. Samuel David McClintock. Holly McDowell. Christopher Martin McLean. Niamh O'Kane. Owen Charles Strahan. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Finance and Investment Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, Amy Burns. Molly Butler. Rihanna Campbell. Whale Shacklin Chambers. Ronan Chambers. Ronan Coty. Teresa Convery. Aidan Joseph Davis. Katie Donnelly. James Duffy. Christian William Robert Fee. Aidan Michael Gilvary. Veronica Greda. Lewis Groves. Mia Jane Hamill. Simon Ho. Lewis Kearns. Connor King. Gilroy Sebi Kulangara. Sophie Lister Tinsley. Niall James Maguire. Scott Martin. Andrew McAlevey. Liam McCauley. Michael McCauley. Stephen Patrick McManus. Oran McQuillan. Adam McStravick. Declan Maloney. Aidan Murray. Phelim O'Connor Crampsey. Michael Quinn. Jude Scullion. Alistair Stewart. Arian Tofigi. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting, Rebecca Allen. Ross Brannigan. Faith Broggie. Niamh Carson. Sophie Cash. Ben David Samuel Clark. Cameron Clear. Paul Crilly. Kai Sebastian Dickey. Heather Filton. Conor Goss. Aaron Gribben. Owen Grimley. Christian Hines. Megan Houston. Podrick Irwin. Fergal Kieran. Matthew Latimer. Sam Linus. Lucia McGee. Niamh McGill. Matthew Martin. Ronan Francis McCaffrey. Maeve McCallum. Maeve McGarrigle. Gavin McGovern. Danielle McKee. Owen McMorran. Ellen Mulholland. Coylin Murphy. Ciara O'Donnell. Amy O'Hara. Robbie Palmer. Anna Patton. Govra Sapkota. Grania Smith. Mark Taylor. Brandon Tumulty. Aaron Willis. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting and Law, Rachel Blaney. Nathan David Crooks. Jake Fell. Luke Hylands. Lauren May Kelly. Dylan Lennox. Georgia Marie Liddle. Saoirse McGorrigan. Shakira Courtney Martin. Orla McCann. Dara McGinn. Niamh McHugh. Catherine Mulholland. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting and Management, Sarah Louise Murphy. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting with Management, Mark Anthony MacDonald. Moira O'Mullen. Ruth Wilson. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Economics, Liam Arbuckle. Luke Boyd. Michael Conley. Ryan James Harkin. Seamus Heron. James Higgins. Thomas Keown. Keelan McGlinchey. Conor McGovern. Philip McGuinness. Benjamin McIntyre. Conor O'Hara. Keelan Rice. Hendrik Tubelica. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Technology, Philippa Ann Boyd. Laura Ellis. Oren Oscar Jones. Aideen Mallon. Joshua Mark Alexander McClements. Niamh McCusker. Cahal McLaughlin. Rachel Marie McMaster. Aoife McNellis. Gemma Victoria Russell. Cleona Shields Fitzsimons. Paul Patrick Smith. Danny Wilson. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Economics, Eloise Mary McCann. Kiva Mary Della Umbria McCloskey. Adam McCourt. Dara Martin McElhennan. Jude Moore. Ryan Wallace. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Finance and Investment Management, Jamie Bannon. Kyle Brady. Dylan Brazier. Tony Kavanagh. Emma Connor. Tara Courtney. Keenan Kernan. Alexander Dara. Keenan Diggin. Ryan Doherty. Oren McAleer. Kian McAvoy. Owen McBriarty. Emer McConville. Tiernack McDonald. Peter Thomas McKinney. Caitlin McStay. Ross Mullen. Stefan Murphy. Coral O'Brien. Carl Robinson. Morgan Walsh. Samuel Alexander Boyd White. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Financial Technology, Pierce Podrick Barden. Alana Marie Campbell. Shane Hughes. Norbert Xavier Quinn. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates from the Ulster University Business School.
Thank you, Professor Armstrong, for presenting candidates. It's now my great pleasure to present the Convocation Doctoral Postgraduate Student of the Year Award. This award is made to a student in recognition of significant academic achievement during their Ulster University course, and I invite Rua Al-Tawil from the School of Law to receive that award. Rua Al-Tawil, I present to you the Convocation Doctoral Postgraduate Student of the Year Award. I now call upon our honorary graduate, Dr. Clements, to address the congregation on behalf of those who have been presented.
Vice-Chancellor, members of council, academic staff, fellow graduates, family and friends. Firstly, can I thank the university for this wonderful honour, especially this year, Ulster being the Times Higher Education University of the Year. I think that's the first time that's been mentioned today, so let's have a cheer for that. Secondly, can I congratulate all of you on your achievement? And thirdly, can I thank Dr. Piper, Jenny, for very kind words at the start. I barely recognised myself. Anyway, it's at this juncture that I'm expected to say something erudite pertaining to your futures, but I'm not sure that I'm suitably qualified to fulfil that role. However, I will offer you two suggestions in relation to your futures and hope that those might be helpful. I will also make a plea to you. My first suggestion is to be brave. The Vice-Chancellor's nearly taken my thunder. My first suggestion is to be brave with your career. Do not let the fear of failure cause you to be overly timid. The concept of failure is a flawed one to me with regard to a career. If you do have a career stage where you go off-road, you think you're going from A to B, but you're trundling towards C, don't panic, don't worry. Strap yourself in for the ride. That's when you grow as a person and as a professional. It's only when you're outside your comfort zone that you actually develop. So embrace it, strap in, enjoy it. Indeed, I would go so far as to say to you that if you find your career comfortable, you're probably not stretching yourself to the fullest extent of your talents. But opportunity only exists for those who are their eyes open for it, looking for it. And that's life. You may have a plan for your career. When I was in PwC doing graduate recruitment, people came in to me and they had their career mapped out for the next, I want to be in 3 months here, 6 months there, 9 months there. And I sort of laughed myself inside because life's not like that. Life happens and it presents wonderful challenges, but also wonderful opportunities. But they only matter if your eyes are looking for them. So be brave, don't be timid. My second suggestion is invest heavily in building a personal network. All careers have their high points and low points. Having a network of supportive individuals enables you to enjoy fully the high points and accelerate quickly past the low points. A solitary game plan will not lead to the most rewarding career. In many ways, you've already experienced this. In my opinion, a career is a social experience. During your time here at the university, doubtless your best memories and achievements involved your friends and those fellow students on the journey with you. It's the same in a career. Developing a personal network will take time and effort, especially in this digital age when sending an email might be easier, but investing in a support structure is never a mistake. Now my plea. The measure of a society is how it deals with those members of that society who are least able. You as a collective are the most able, the high achievers of your generation. That is absolutely wonderful and opens up many opportunities to you for the future. However, I might suggest it also brings a responsibility. Much of the heavy lifting in this society for the least able is left to the charitable, voluntary, third sector. Many of these enterprises are large, complex and challenging organisations and need the involvement of the brightest and best, i.e. you. for them to be able to achieve their goals. At a time when more than ever before, individuals are seeking a sense of personal worth and of making a difference, I would encourage you to find a charity which operates in a sector that matters to you, where you can align with the values and get involved. I can assure you, you won't regret it. Finally, a personal indulgence. It is just wonderful for me to be standing here receiving this honour today. But everything I have ever achieved has been in partnership with my wife, Julie, who has sacrificed many of her personal ambitions, had to pick up all the threads of a busy family life. Otherwise, my career path would have been very different. She also had the major responsibility in my three greatest achievements, namely Rebecca, Rachel and Neil, and I'm delighted they're all here today. Thank you, Julie. So, in conclusion, thank you again to the University for this honour, and congratulations again to you all. I hope you have a wonderful and memorable day celebrating this achievement with those who matter most to you, your family and friends. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Clements, for your address. I now call upon Jack Johnson, a new graduate in the Ulster University Business School, to propose a vote of thanks.
Vice-Chancellor, academic and university staff, class of 2025, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I am privileged to speak to you on behalf of the Ulster University students here today. Actor and former Chancellor James Nesbitt once said, "Belfast is a city which, while not forgetting its past, is living comfortably with its present, but looking forward to its future." That quote feels especially true right now, not just for the city, but for all of us graduating here today. We are all here to celebrate our time at university, where we are now, and the endless possibilities that lie ahead for each and every one of us in the future. Like many of you, I started university not really knowing what to expect, between wearing face masks and social distancing, to sitting my first in-person exams since my GCSEs. It took a while to find my feet, and a little longer before we truly felt part of something. But over time, especially in final year, that changed. Our courses brought us closer together, friendships deepened, and routines became more than just lectures and deadlines. They became shared experiences. Between grabbing a coffee or a game of pool in between classes, or seeing familiar faces around the new Belfast campus, these connections started to grow because of the space we shared. Speaking of the new Belfast campus, it really changed things for us. It helped bring more people together, whether you studied accounting, business, computing, or other subjects. It became a place that students were excited to learn and socialise in. Recently, I was at home and clearing out some boxes. I came across a box my mum had kept from my primary school days. Inside, I came across my primary school yearbook. You all know the type, the ones that have in it your favourite food, favourite memories, and the big one, what do you want to be when you grow up? Most of the other kids in my class said footballer, singer, YouTuber, stuff that makes sense when you're 10. However, my answer was an accountant. I must have been the most boring 10-year-old ever. But here I am, 4 years of studying later, 1 placement, a first-class honours degree in accounting, and a graduate job secured. I really am getting close to achieving that dream. I know a lot of you in this room will have your own version of that story, where a long-held hope is becoming something real. Of course, none of us got here alone. To the lecturers and administrative staff, thank you. You didn't just teach, you challenged us, encouraged us, and helped us improve. What made Ulster stand out for me, and I'm sure to many others, was that the people teaching us genuinely cared about what they were teaching and wanted to pass that knowledge on to us. To my mum, dad, sister, and girlfriend, thank you. All the Sunday dinners, the proofreading essays, and the constant support. And to my grandparents, who are watching at home today, who always seem to know when exam season was and wanted updated on any results as soon as possible, thank you. And on behalf of all the graduates here today, thank you to the families, friends, and partners who stood by us, whether it was words of encouragement, practical support, or home-cooked meals. That made all the difference, and you've been part of this journey too. To the class of 2025, congratulations. We have finished something big. This is the end of one chapter and the start of another. Some of us have graduate jobs lined up, or a master's, or going travelling, while others are still figuring it out, and that's okay. I know people's paths from here will be just as varied as the people graduating today. So whether your next goal is here, beyond Northern Ireland, or still taking shape, just keep going. You've already achieved something impressive that can never be taken away from you. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jack, for a really excellent speech. Thank you. Before I formally close the ceremony, I do want to thank one other group of people and then say one other thing before I close. The people I want to thank are Dariada Brass, who have played us in and will play us out. Let's give them a round of applause. And of course, I do want us to really raise the roof as we finally congratulate all of those graduates, the class of 2025. Well done. I declare this graduation ceremony closed and invite the new graduates to join the academic procession.